It's a very nice idea if we would invite every 3 weeks that the international community can come and we can talk with each other. And for example, the taalcafé is only during daytime. Of course, must be during nighttime as well. And this kind of information we should share with each other. So I would really ask, and maybe it's good for us to, with a new coalition, to think and to how do you say it? Organize for you once in the 3 weeks an international guest of the council to be able to listen to what you need as well.
Thank you. We're running out of time, so we will go with only one question and yes, because after that you can reach out to all of them individually and ask, but I will go with her because she's already standing there. Then we finish. But I would like to just add that earlier also in the past we have made different roundtables, and we are very happy and keen to get those roundtables going on where internationals can participate, and we normally invite sitting councillors. At each table there were 1 or 2 councillors, and you have a few internationals at the tables, and there was a dialogue. So News Brainport would be very happy to take that initiative forward. Let's go with your question, and that would be the final one, and afterwards we can network. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. My question will be out of scope of our discussion. Brainport is very important region. From the security point of view, we have here airport, we have here Brainport with very important companies. Do we have emergency plan for Eindhoven in case of something happen? We are on the brink of climatic changes. At any moment we can have droughts, or we can have floods, or we can have drone attacks, or whatever, with a new unstable situation in the world. What kind of preparedness we have in Eindhoven? Thank you.
This time we can start with the right. I don't mean the right, but right. Yes, Shia, do you want to go? Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Well, first of all, you're right. We are building here the economy of tomorrow, the future of tomorrow, the welfare of tomorrow. That's already a sense of being prepared about certain emergencies, security issues. But at the same time, you must be prepared for whatever is coming, because you're becoming dependent on certain international events and so on, climate change. Together with Volt, Yves already in the past, or well, Yves, but in the past we already proposed a strategy, an integrated strategy to how to manage this growth and to be prepared. To make sure you have an integrated vision about being prepared about what is coming here, and to make sure that in time you have the right items in place, the right topics in place, the policies in place to tackle these issues. And the city then comes in and says, well, no, we don't want to do that. No, it's too difficult. It's all kind of islands, and you get a very slow response. So your answer to your question is no, we are not prepared. And I also know that from a professional experience, we are not prepared, but there is a clear willingness, at least these 2 people, who to come there, and it is super important because you see how fast the world is changing, how must to be prepared for it.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I was not sure. So first of all, what Tjeerd said is very right. One part is, of course, the big international. That's why my party has Think European and Act Local as its slogan, because you can only see it in the broader scope. If we look at how we are preparing ourselves as a continent on the bigger stage, well, I think I should leave that part to him. But on a local level, the municipality has the lawful duty to protect its citizens during emergencies. And this is, again, a very technical answer, but I want to be truthful and not be too political here. So the municipality does trainings or tests of their policies every 2 years. Last one was, I believe, 1.5 years ago, and would have involved what would happen if a crane would crash in the center of the city. And that's something we test, and that's something we have a lawful obligation to do. And so in that regard, we are prepared, but maybe not communicating that actively. And that's something we maybe should do.
Yes, but then we'll go from here. You want to respond? Yeah. But
Okay.
this will be the final one.
Yeah. I'll just keep it to the geopolitical aspects. I think we're now in a geopolitical transition next to the energy and the digital transition. And Eindhoven is in this very interesting and I would say privileged position of being the home of technologies that will guarantee our independence, because the best way to preserve ourselves is to be independent from other powers, for example. And if we, as municipality, facilitate the investments into campuses where lots of very interesting companies are developing the technologies of the future which will guarantee the European sovereignty in relation to China or the US or any other power that might not share our values, I think this is one thing that we can do here. And D66 is very much about Denk en Handel International, think and act globally. So we are here, we act for the municipality, but we are aware of what's happening around us.
Thank you.
May I add a little bit to my question? Well, it's in general, but I would like to think about specifics, how we can protect, for example, our children when they are at school and we are at work. Do we have shelters in Eindhoven? I have even no idea where I have to go if something happens here. So the question, how we will deal with it?
Yes, I think they will finish.
I have asked the question, partly Jacco has answered all. There is a lot, but every 2 years we test certain scenarios, and also the scenarios for the children, especially at school time. Those scenarios are being tested, but I don't know how the law on that specific point is, what may be disclosed and what not. So there we have to look into. But that's a bigger picture. And also we do a lot, but not a lot is known.
Yes, as GroenLinks PvdA, I want to add 3 topics. One, we have to invest in good neighborhood communication so that you can know where to find support when these kind of crises happen. Secondly, you were talking about climate crisis. We also really have to invest in climate adaptation measures to protect citizens from the consequences of climate crisis, and we're also saving money in case these kind of things happen. And thirdly, we also have to be digitally autonomous. So if Trump presses the off button of digital systems, we here still can keep running and doing our jobs. And a week ago, I made a proposal in the city council, and all political parties agreed that we had to do that. So those are the 3 points I would like to add to the other things.
Yes. Oh. I have received an envelope in my house. What?
I'm sorry, let us hear from Virginia.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Well, great that you mentioned that. We do have a safety region and who is always busy with all of the scenarios. But we talk a lot with them, and also within Eindhoven with the safety department, because we also ask to them, what if all of these things happen together, and how can we facilitate people that are in wheelchairs, and how we can help people who have pets. So there's serious questions, and also we address with the new bus station. It's under the ground on a place that is very watery, if I have to say it like this. So that's also a danger to us. If something happens with that, we have a big problem. And so we also address it, but unfortunately the rest of the people didn't see the serious dangers we see. But no, that is very on topic of our party, to always address and talk about it with what happens if.
Thank you, Virginia. I'm afraid we have to do the other questions if you have.
No, I'm just going to tell her about, I received an envelope. We have got an envelope at home with emergency, all kinds of things that we have to be prepared for emergencies. And if I don't understand, I have to go to my neighbor and ask. All those kind of things. I got a questionnaire. So it was sent, I think, from the Gemeente.
Yes, thank you so much. I think because of time, let us take the other questions during the networking, and they will be happy to talk for a few minutes.
Bina,
thank you.
Bina and organization, thank you so much for organizing this.
And thank you everyone for being here and for sacrificing your Friday evening to come here to all the nice points they had to share.